beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is not an actual episode. This is a special presentation. Apparently, all of the we knew Chris Chan had gotten out of jail a few months ago, but now it's official. All of the charges have been dismissed. And we're gonna take a look at some documentation that confirms that, like official legal documentation, and then we're also gonna get the opinions of some of the more prominent Chris Chan Christorians on YouTube and what they think about this.
This is a monumental moment for pro-choice. I'm so happy to hear a mother getting to choose what goes or goes out of her womb. And,
yes.
This is a story of a daughter who did not give up, and it's just this is a win for womankind. I'm very, very proud of today. It will go down in history. Herstory. I should say. Herstory. This is not just a win for Christine Weston Chandler. This is a win for women everywhere.
Wonderful. Wonderfully said. First, I'm doing one quick thing. All right. I am going to pull up this thing here. This is just what confirms it, right?
Yeah, this is the Greene County Circuit Criminal Division release form for the Virginia court's case. The case dismissed.
Yeah, case dismissed.
I can't read the text very well here. The charge was incest with own child,
which doesn't make sense.
Christine is not capable of having a child being born male.
Well,
and being being put as male on this form.
This would only make sense if Barb was the one being charged and not Christine, right? Like with own child.
Yeah,
that's not
backwards.
Yeah. I'm wondering if they even is that even a law on the books, like the other way around, where they felt the need to make this the official charge. I don't know. And so here's my thought on this. This is because we don't know anything about this other than it was dismissed. In my opinion, either one of two things had to happen. Either they found some kind of evidence that suggested this didn't happen, or they decided Christine is so crazy that they're not going to go through with the charges. That's what I think.
Well, I think there's also a third element that they just couldn't get enough to concrete prove it, even with admission, because of if it was just Christine's word online and no tangible evidence in or around
right, so
Barbara's
evidence or lack thereof
area. Yeah, so I think it could definitely just be they didn't have a strong enough case beyond Christine's delusions, and the defenders of Christine could be like, look, this woman thinks that she also is the God Jesus that creates amalgamations of Sonic and Pikachu and an entire world built around her that she will transcend into upon the not the awakening, the christening. I don't remember what
the dimensional merge.
Yeah, the dimensional merge. So it's really hard. It's really hard. Like as Zoe says, Barb also has issues herself, so her testimony wouldn't hold much weight in court. I wouldn't imagine Barb could get a coherent testimony in.
Christina's had a very eventful August. So you can tell, like, August 1st marked the 2-year anniversary of the arrest. Because Christine was in for, like, a year and a half.
Yeah, not nearly as long as Mercedes Carrera.
No, not even close. So there was
on August 4th, the Twitter user, the Otaku King, spots Chris at Walmart and has a conversation with her. On August 8th, Chris's review scheduled for this date results in resolved order pending. Okay, so there was a resolved order pending since August 8th, so it's been about, a little over 2 weeks.
I just want to point out, if your name's the Otaku King, I probably don't want to meet you.
Yeah, but if you're the Otaku Queen, call me.
There's no such thing. Well, I mean, the Otaku King and the Otaku Queen are not meeting each other because that's not who otakus are usually men, young men.
Yeah, I was talking about the Otaku King becoming
Otaku
the Otaku
King?
Queen.
Oh,
The
I see what you
Otaku
mean.
King would become the Otaku Queen.
I like how you say it, the Otaku. What?
Yeah, the Otaku King becoming the Otaku Queen.
Yeah.
It's a transition, Ben. I'm forward thinking. It says the judge overseeing Chris's incest case enters for dismissal of the charge on August 9th. On the 11th, Chris was spotted online on his Pokemon Go account, Chris Chanshu 82. We also have reference over the last couple of weeks of Christine liking something on Twitter via her Twitter. I don't know if that's in here or not. The 12th of August, the day before Christine was supposed to be in Bellevue for the BronyCon on my birthday, where I was going to meet with her, or attempt to meet with her. The day before that, which was like a little after everything fell apart with the allegations coming out, the admitted romp with their own mother. The personal description on her PSN account.
Our goddess Blueheart is innocent. Let the merge commence.
Yeah, all those. Christine finally gathered up all those rings that bursted out of her upon these charges.
Oh my God.
The
rings were the handcuffs. Look at I got one of those big leaders from Costco.
Did it come with the beer in the can?
It did. I already drank it, and this is a different beer. Three regular size bottles of beer fills this just right. Yeah.
I have mine. Mine next to me, but I never use it, so I have my Pikachu cup inside of it. Looks like I'm drinking Pikachus in honor of Christine's
my God.
release.
All right. So, let's keep going through August.
So it says here that on August 16th, Chris starts liking numerous different tweets on Twitter. Okay, that's what I was referencing, including ones about My Little Pony, G Fuel, and her return to Twitter, marking her first activity on social media in over 2 years. August 17th, on Twitter, Chris likes 4 more tweets, with one of them being a comic about My Little Pony characters looking at each other's asses. I got to find that tweet because I want to like it too. August 18th, on Twitter, Chris likes more tweets. 19th, Chris's activity on Twitter skyrockets as she likes 17 tweets in one day.
It's ramping back up. We're almost back.
Most of them are tweets about a romance book series called the Jane Austen series.
Oh, yeah.
Along with a person's response to a meme about missing out on teen love. August 20th, the Taco King, the person behind the August Walmart sighting, releases a video describing the conversation he had with Chris, along with his desire to mentor her. Sounds predatory. August 23rd, Chris makes her first post-jail social media posts on DeviantArt as she dumps previously unseen artwork, including jail art, colorized Sonichu 15 pages, and art drawn since her release from jail. August 24th, Chris is spotted buying food at Walmart in Lynchburg, VA.
That is crazy to be, even in your own town, which isn't like this huge town. It's like a decent sized town. To be so recognizable that anytime you go out into a public place, someone snaps a picture of you, that's pretty crazy. Chris Chan is a pretty high level of internet meme famous. You know what I mean?
It's a pretty regular thing once you get a certain level of fame. Like you get it pretty regularly and you barely leave your house. I get it all the time. And I'm no Christine Weston Chandler.
Yeah, I got like recognized at a strip club, like me and Jeff Holiday. Someone, were you there too?
Maybe.
It was the Old Mary's in Portland.
Yeah,
someone was just
so.
like, yeah, that was so weird. Anyway,
Christine is like Sasquatch, but she puts the sass in Sasquatch. People got to get those pictures. On August 25th, Chris's incest case file is updated to state the charges dismissed.
Vindicated.
Putting the miss in dismiss.
Everyone,
Chandler.
Please like the stream if you haven't already. We got a little bit more on this. Pete Repeat says strip clubs are weird. Now, I do agree to a point, but in Portland, Oregon, they're almost just like normal bars, like normal dive bars. There just happens to also be a stripper there.
But also Portland is weird, so
yes,
it just makes sense.
Yes, it's a very unique place. Let's check out a couple videos here. This guy, I can't remember his name. I downloaded this. I guess this guy's been on a hiatus, but in light of Chris Chan being having the charges dismissed, they made this video here.
Hi everyone, it's been a while. My name is Gibby and I've been running this channel about Chris Chan for several years now, and of course one of the things that I've been focused a lot on is his ongoing court case. Or I should say, his no longer ongoing court case. This information is breaking news and it comes from the Quickie. As with everything, speculation should be kept at a minimum, but it really looks like Chris's trial has been dismissed. What we know about him currently is that he's been staying at some sort of group home, although he has been appearing in public a lot. I figured that this update was important enough to post on the channel. I've made a relaunch video for my channel that I was planning on posting in the coming weeks. And so while I won't actively be updating people on Chris, I will be back
Tommy C
shortly.
can call in.
Thank
you. Can we get Tommy C in real quick?
Yeah, Tommy. I can either have you... I can have you audio only through Discord if you're in there, or I can...
You want to chuck him a link on Twitter, maybe?
Like a link to the Skype call?
That could work if he's available. Discord works? Okay, Tommy says Discord.
All right. So, let me...
All right.
I don't know if he's in our Discord. I'm just going to call him through DMs on Discord.
Yeah. I love all the little Christorians and the little people who have milked Chris and wanted Chris to get locked up. I love to see them mad now that Christine's not going to jail.
Here's Tommy.
Can you fucking believe that Chris Chan is not responsible for his fucking actions? I can't come to terms with it. That guy should have got the electric chair. Can anybody believe it? I'm out of my mind here. I can't believe it's a hard time.
Tommy, this is a big win. This is a big win for pro-choice. I know you don't like a woman's right to choose.
Yeah, that's right. This is incredible to me. Like, that guy, I mean, I got yelled at Ralph, and he was in the summer of 2021. The story broke, and he suggested that I was okay with the rape or incest of his mother. I wasn't saying that at all. I simply said I think you can come to a reasonable conclusion that he could have been talked in to saying it and recorded. And even if it did happen, it would be very difficult, if not impossible, to prove. Well, 2 years later, I'm completely right. He either did it, and there's just no way to verify, because she's not. I mean, that poor woman. I feel awful for her. She's gone, right? But so's he. So even if he did do it, there's no way to make him responsible for it, because he believes in other dimensions, and he's a god in those dimensions. So he's not quite the reliable narrator either. So when people say, "But he admitted it," so fucking what? I'm going to admit it right now. I've been to Jupiter and back. Guess what? I haven't. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ. I cannot believe people's disappointment in this whole thing. A, there was no way to prove it. B, there was a strong possibility it never happened.
I agree.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
From the beginning. I mean, like there was never a way to prove it, and there's strong people. Because what is this, Isabella Janke? I mean, this guy the most documented human being in the English language in the past 20 years. All right, there are plenty of examples of Chris repeating shit that isn't true, being able to talk to, being manipulated. Why is it so hard to believe that he could have been manipulated into telling some crazy ass story about raping his mother? It's
true.
just not hard to grasp.
Yeah, Chris believed in this, in all of the fictional realities out there merging with our reality and becoming this one like dimensional merge.
He's probably right. But anyway,
it's very possible that all of this did happen. Christine did do this to their mother. It's way too hard of a case to prove. It's too muddy and too murky. Like the idea that they were coached into saying it is probable as well. The way to prove it is so hard. It's so hard.
Yeah, I mean they were manipulated by trolls into making like porno videos with blow up dolls and shit.
He was manipulating into eating his own cum.
Yeah.
So you could basically, if you could tell a guy to do that, you could tell him to do anything.
Was that manipulation though? I thought that was their way of getting around spilling their seed, which the Bible said was against the rules. I thought they came up with that one on their own.
I remember I made this video. I got a lot of shit on YouTube. I got a lot of shit on Twitter, and I made a suggestion that. Well, first of all, I made the case that they're never going to put him in jail, right? Because just for the reasons, because they would need a person to say it happened. She's not reliable because of her dementia. Okay, they would need physical evidence. Well, if they had physical evidence, I was pretty sure they would have, he would have been locked up and thrown away the key. Yeah, well, they don't because they let him go. They have nothing. They can't charge him.
Even if there was ejaculate in the bedroom. Like Christine seems like the type that would leave a trail wherever she went. Her jacket was probably in the fucking Walmart.
His DNA would have had to pop on a rape kit. And here's another thing. You have to give an 80-year-old woman who's dementia a rape kit? That's disturbing in itself.
Yeah.
It is.
And for something that might not have happened.
They probably did that. They probably had to do
that.
That's
forced her.
Sad.
They probably
forced her to think about.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, I always thought he was getting off, and I always thought there was a reasonably good chance, we'll never know, that he didn't do it. Because of all the evidence, the people that want, I mean, there's a group of people out there that want him to have done it, so they can, like, say, kill him, burn him at the stake, whatever. I mean, look how degenerate he is. It's funny, the biggest degenerates that are obsessed with this case are telling everybody else about degeneracy. It's really funny to me, but that's another fucking show for another time.
Tommy C, I keep hearing you refer to her as he, and I have to tell you, I think you might be looking at this entire case. I think you might be looking at this entire case through an antiquated mindset. This is not someone who got away with incest on their mother. This is a court case approving the birthright. Pro-choice and the birthright that every mother and daughter have to share penile vaginal sex with each other. Okay, we have to look at this as a monumental moment in the future of the mother's choice and the birthright of the child-mother connection. This is the future.
What was I thinking? I guess I'm a little old-fashioned. I got to get rid of my sick, bigoted ways, and perhaps I'll think clear next time.
Hey, you know what's killing me right now? You know what's killing me right now?
What?
Crip Daddy would have had the hardest fucking job today.
Don't even say that. God.
I'm just sitting here trying to rally through my mind what it would have been. It would have been we'd all be dying right now. He probably would have got banned again.
Yeah. I mean, how many times did you say, "Hey, did you see what Crip wrote?" It was a part of my day for so long.
All the time.
I've seen the pictures of him. I've seen the pictures of him wearing the medallion. Didn't he have a shirt too, like a Christian shirt?
Yeah,
he got the whole 9. Yeah, God, He was a master. Oh God, it's really tragic. Did you? I guess it's public now, but Dankula talked about it. But did you hear what happened to him?
Yeah, Ricky Berwick told me before everybody else knew, and he told me not to talk about it. And I was like, I saw everybody else talk about it, and I still couldn't bring myself to talk about it.
If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. I'll let it go.
I mean, if people don't know, Crip Daddy passed away after a live show, a stand-up show, had been drinking and calm his nerves, party a little after a badass fucking show, and his girlfriend gave him a little pizza, and he went into some asphyxiation and didn't come out of it.
So many things that go wrong.
I saw that he went to the Gathering of the Juggalos and he had a blast. All the pictures, because I didn't know him. You guys knew him. But I
was
followed
so
him.
close to going, but I was literally having the heart failure that week, and I was like, "There's no way I can make it to the Gathering and live."
Hey, speaking of,
but I wanted to go
how
so
you feeling?
bad.
Like, what happened to you?
I'm
What
doing
was
all
the
right.
heart thing? Yeah, because I had a heart thing too. I don't know if you know.
Butthole heart valve. Yeah, I know. Was yours a dilated valve or what was it?
I think my Discord just crashed. Hold on, I got to jump back into the call with him.
All right, what happened?
My Discord crashed. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Was your heart failure? Was it my left ventricle was too dilated. It was too loose. I have like a loose butthole heart valve.
I had a
so
angioplasty.
Wasn't able to pump
stint.
enough to my body. A stent.
I had an
angioplasty.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah. I don't know what's up.
Sorry, there's like a bit of a delay because Billy's not with me. Like he's on a separate app, and then you're on another app, and there's kind of like there's a little more of a delay than there normally would be.
You know what it is? Okay, then I'll just.
We have a Broken Hearts Club. We got a Broken Hearts Club, Tommy C.
People were telling Billy that he shouldn't have got the vaccine, and that's why he had a heart issue.
I heard the same thing. Well, you know what I heard it from? If you want to hear a funny story.
We just had WWE wrestler Bray Wyatt passed from heart failure or heart attack this week. Fuck. Hypothesis, as we say that, gave a little super chat.
It wasn't my Widowmaker. It was the other hole that was 99% filled, so they gave me a stent. So I was I probably could have survived the heart attack, but what? The holes, whatever it is.
My
There's
holes
the Widowmaker.
weren't filled. My holes weren't bad. My holes were fine. Or they weren't filled, I mean. My holes were all pretty clear, but the one valve that pumps blood to my whole body was like pumping at 17% because it was just too loose. I had a loose butthole valve. So
what did they do?
I think
they fix it?
a similar thing happened to Tom Arnold. I mean, there's nothing to do except I can't have salt. I can't have too much liquid.
He can't drink alcohol.
I have to take pills.
Rest of your life?
I have to take pills. I have to pee all the time.
I think so.
For the foreseeable future, it could be the rest of my life.
Oh Jesus!
So I'm on I'm on a very tight diet for intake of a lot of things.
You actually had it worse than I did. You had it much worse than I did.
Well, I didn't have any surgery. I didn't have anything done. Everything that's happening to me will hopefully be improved through medication and diet. You know, my body should be able to heal to a reasonable point, but it will be something that I'll have to deal with probably for the rest of my life.
How do you feel like not drinking anymore? Because I was waiting to hear that, but they didn't tell me. Or you don't care?
Yeah, I mean, the other option, like I can still enjoy the finer things in life.
But the other option, how do you really feel? I mean, I get that you don't want to die, big, shit. But like, how do you really feel about it?
Yeah. Well, I was at I go to this movie theater and it's got a full bar. It's got full restaurant menu and everything. And I ordered a burger without pickles and it was like a bullshit saltless burger. And I ordered it and they accidentally gave me one with like pickles and bacon on it full of salt. And I took the first bite and I could tell the difference so much what I was missing without having salt. And like that's way worse than not being able to drink.
Drink, I know what you mean.
Because salt Salt is tasty.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is, man. Hey, so anyway, I'll tell you this, and I'm not saying one way.
We're all still here. We're all still here.
Oh well, yeah. Well, when I was, they basically put me on an assembly line for the angioplasty, right? And they were telling me at the time we might not have to do anything, but turns out actually they had to put the stent in. I don't really remember once what, but here's what I'll tell you about the vaccine. Okay, and I haven't taken great care of myself in the last couple of years, especially since like beta and stuff. All right, so I'm not saying one way or another. I certainly don't want to get you in trouble. But the nurse, who's not a doctor, told me that business has been good. Wink, wink. The German, and this is really strange behavior for Germans. And they basically told me, yeah, we think you're here because of the vaccine. I didn't take the vaccine. By the way, I'm telling you right now, I didn't take it, and don't take any more. And I think you're here because of it. Now, the doctor didn't tell me that, but she told me they are never not busy, and it was never like that before the
there's a lot of stuff that says people who got COVID are getting more heart problems too.
I would tend to say COVID is the reason people are having heart problems now. I think we're going to find out that anyone.
I would say, yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think we're going to find out that people who got COVID are going to be more at risk for heart disease, and it's a long-term effect that we probably are just now kind of wrapping our brains around.
That's wishful thinking.
And I would say it's all Bill Gates. It's all Bill Gates. That's what
I don't get any money from the pharmaceutical companies, but I just know. I mean, like, you can just tell that the way the virus affected people and affected their cardiovascular system. I mean, it's definitely believable it could cause heart damage.
I suppose, but I mean,
I don't get
that's
any
just,
money from the pharmaceutical companies, but I get all my news from them.
Yeah, that's true. No, but I mean, that's just this kind of like, oh, you say anything about the vaccines conspiratory. By the way, they're safe and effective. Go send them. No one on Drunken Peasants say they're not safe and effective, including me. Have a great one. But I mean, it does seem like, well, COVID did it. That's just like, but we have no evidence to back that up. Seems almost similar to, well, the vaccines did it. I mean, nobody friggin' knows, but boy, the one thing that everybody has that they didn't have in 2019 was this shot.
But people, but people who just had COVID that didn't have the vaccine are having.
I mean, I got the shits, man. I have asthma, and I actually got the shits on COVID. I'm one of those rare cases. Nothing. I
got that too.
Like, yeah. That's all I got though when I got COVID.
I had
I had 2 shots and a booster too. It still got it, you know.
I had a really low fever and then like a very, very mild, like not a cough, but like it was a little harder to breathe, but not anything crazy.
Nothing cardio with me, and I have issues in that department without COVID. Nothing happened. You know, and who knows?
I shat the bed when I had COVID, and I was at VidCon, and I was sharing the bed with my
Everyone
friend.
that was at VidCon got COVID that year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I got the heart failure 1 year after.
It's Billy's fault. He's a super spreader.
It's got to be. But Bill Gates isn't winning this one.
What's up?
You know, right before my heart failure, I was talking really poorly about the corn industry, and part of me really regrets that, Big Corn. I don't think you did anything wrong. I love corn chips. Matter of fact, these no salt added corn chips are perfect for my heart failure.
He was all like, the reason they have the Iowa caucus is for Big Corn. They're all kowtowing to evil Big Corn. And Big Corn got me addicted and made me obese when I was a little kid up until now.
And you might not want to talk about that.
That's what you were saying. I'm saying that's what you said.
You might want to dial that one back, Ben.
I'm not. I'm quoting Billy the Fridge, who lives in Seattle, Washington.
Hey, everybody knows I love these blue corn, blue chips, Garden of Eden, no salt added. Perfect for my heart failure. Perfect blue corn chips. Quite delicious. No salt added, zero sodium, 100% taste.
What happened? What?
You guys are supposedly liberals. You're supposed to blame corporations for everything. What happened to you fucking guys that you flipped in the last 10 years?
I told you, heart failure. Big Corn tried to kill me. I mean, I love Big Corn.
Fair enough. All right, guys, I'll let you guys go. You guys have a great one.
Yeah, we appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks for calling in, Tommy C.
No, thanks for letting me vent, because I don't understand. I really don't how people. I mean, like, it's like somebody said to me, "Did you really think that Christian is not responsible for what he did?" And I'm like, "Yes. Look at him. He thinks there's another dimension, you fucko." And I'm thank you very much for letting me vent that out. Yes, yeah. He probably has no agency. Sure. Yes.
I had one quick question. When's the LolCow podcast coming out?
I can say is we're working on it, but it should be soon. I know I got a meeting Wednesday, but yeah, it's coming. It's coming. There's a little bit of a problem, and it's probably a little bit to do with me being in Germany, of communication. We think we got around that because I think we're just going with phones now. But see, I'm used to like basically being in front of, Discord. Discord's basically a phone for me and saying, let's go. Boogie Wings aren't really like that. So we all kind of agreed we have to get on some platform where we all share, and that is. And I think once that happens, it should be all right. We did have we had a test run, and I thought it went pretty well. Have you guys
thought about making that platform Overeaters Anonymous?
Yeah, I'm fat. Well, they think me complaining about, because I've gotten really fat. They think me complaining about being fat is just like, oh man, you fucking potser. Because I'm a new fat.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird because like there was military Tommy C. He was all like jacked and shit or something, right?
Yeah. Got into this shit and fuck me. What happened? Like I'm so far away. It's been I left 11 years ago. I just realized that the other day. I've been out for 11 years. So
are you ever coming back? Are you ever coming back to the States ever?
I don't think so. I have family over here, so there's really no reason to go back. I have no money back there. I have nothing, and I'm not particularly happy with what I'm seeing over there. So I don't really. It's much better.
Be careful.
Yeah. I definitely am going back to Europe. I've been to Germany twice.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It's always a good time, and it's been. I knew the moment I got here, I'd live here. I'd probably die here. I really fell in love with the place. Right now I'm on like a big soccer kick. So I wouldn't want to leave that now, because that's something me and my son bonded over.
We actually have a surprising big soccer club in Seattle.
Yeah. Oh, I know all about it, because me and my son get up every Sunday morning to watch MLS the night before, and Sounders they're like one of the big teams in the league now. My son likes them because you guys do the Viking clap, which is really cool. I don't know if you know that everybody goes silent in the stadium when they come out, like dead silent. They do this cool Viking clap. It's awesome. Everybody claps once. It's actually pretty awesome. So
That's cool.
I love MLS.
I haven't been to a game, but I saw them like there's like a big crew of people that like march to the stadium.
Yeah, you should go, man. You should go. You should film it. I think you'd really love it. Even
I've been
if you
to
don't
some
understand
Seahawks
the game.
games there, but they play in the same stadium as the Seahawks.
So. Well, geez, see if you can finagle your way, you do it right. You get a ticket to see Messi.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of those tickets are going for. They play Messi's in New York this week, and they're saying like the tickets are going from anywhere to $510,000. You imagine that?
We just got a hockey team here. They're on their third season.
I heard.
And a decent ticket. Well, I mean, they made the playoffs last year, their second year.
Yeah, I heard it was crazy.
But tickets, like decent tickets where you're not like nosebleed, are like $300-$400 because of all the money in Seattle. It's just ridiculous.
I have a buddy over there. He said if you gotta really pay attention to Sounders games to navigate the traffic, because it fucks everything up, because they get crowds over there.
Sports
you gotta know when the Sounders are playing.
We get bottlenecked because there's one fucking road going through Seattle.
That's what Verse told me. Yeah, Verse is from that area. That's what he told me. You got to pay close attention to when the Sounders play, because you just get stuck on one road. That's good. I've never been out there. I've never been to. I knew a guy from Oregon in the Army. I've never been like Pacific Northwest. So I heard it's like.
I heard it's turning into probably the best part of North America.
It probably is, but all you lefties are turning into a big shithole. Like where I'm from, so enjoy it.
There's shitholes all over this country.
Sure.
I mean,
I'm from New Jersey.
The secret is, if you don't like camping inside the city with the homeless, you can go camping outside of the city. The homeless don't want it out there because Sasquatch don't give them any money.
All right, you guys have a great one, man. It's good.
You too.
From
Thank you.
Thanks for letting me vent, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Hell yeah.
Take care.
Later, Tommy.
All right.
Tommy C. Shot from the
Tommy
point.
C. That was cool. That was unexpected. We've got like a little bit more time here. We've got the event. We're doing a Patreon private show, which we haven't mentioned yet. And we're gonna. It's Actual Mania 47. This is the 47th consecutive month that we've done Actual Mania. Think about that.
Happy 47th birthday. Wow.
Yeah, and tonight we've got I've named tonight's pay-per-view Actual Mania King of Games. Actual Mania King of Games. Big Diesel defends his King of Games championship against Lord Magicus, Actual Mania veteran Lord Magicus. And this King of Games championship, the champ gets to pick a stipulation for every match. And tonight, there's going to be a rap battle between Big Diesel and Lord Magicus.
For the King of Games championship.
For the King of Games championship.
That's going to be big money right there. Big Diesel, a.k.a. the King of Games, a.k.a. the King of Games, versus Lord Magicus, who, by the way, sent me this fucking donut wand in the mail. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. But I also taught Big Diesel how to ride a hook, and I know this is going to be a rap battle for the King of Games. The rap game is being called upon for the King of Games championship, and that's going to be interesting. We got Gladiator in the chat with a $1.99 super chat saying, how's it feel to have your career ended by Luke? I'll be honest with you, Gladiator.
Is it ended?
Ever since you started this feud with Luke, I've regretted every moment of it.
He didn't even start it. He just he went to Luke and told Luke about it. I've had that video.
I think Luke's dad wants to go back in time and fight me when he was a fighter.
Dude, check out this video that I found where someone interviewed Kendall at some Comic-Con, I think in Michigan.
Hey, this is Mark from the 2018 Motor City Comic Con. I'm here with local artist Luke Kovanovich. How you doing?
Doing perfect.
Now, doing perfect.
You're into this old school.
Perfect.
What is
art? Who are the inspirations for your art?
Well, we've got the main man back there, Neil Adams, is one of the top guys.
He's looking at his dad, and his dad's like, because he's not looking at the camera, if you notice that. His dad's off to the side like, hey, yeah, say that. Because his dad is like his puppet master. You can hear his dad in the background of all of his videos telling him what to say.
We also have got the greats like Bernie Krigstein, or Krigstein, depending on who you ask. Alex Toth, of course, Wally Wood, Harvey Kurtzman, the guys in the 50s and 60s that really were the main men at EC Comics when they were at their creative peak.
I love Tales from the Crypt comics.
Now, in your artwork, what stands out differently than other artwork?
My artwork sucks more than most of this artwork.
Well, for what I try to do is
I draw the boobs very big and the heads very small.
Yeah.
It's my stylistic choice.
So, Kendall, just because I can't do better art than, well, actually I might be able to, but let's assume I can. Just because I can't do better art than someone does not mean I can't critique their art. That's not how it works. There's so many there's film critics that can't make better movies. There's art critics that can't make better art. They're critics. They're fans of the genre, and their shtick is critiquing it, not making it. It's a thing. You can't dismiss anyone.
If you only will allow someone with better art than you to talk about your art, then we could talk about all the people who are better artists than you. It's like almost every published artist, and tons of people on DeviantArt.
There are sportscasters who criticize the plays of athletes that they couldn't do better if they were
yeah, but that's because they analyze better athletes and compare them to the analytics of better athletes. We analyze better artists and compare them to the analytics of better artists.
Exactly.
It's not like Ben and I have never seen an art before.
Right.
We know what to compare it to.
I've been to the Louvre.
Is GOAT. I got Frazetta Magic the Gathering cards, baby.
Single image of a Batman or of a Harley Quinn. What I want to do is to lead the eye across whatever that illustration is that is going to grab you by the eye right there and swing you back forth.
Is this Luke's stuff?
This is traced. Dude, I've seen his.
This is good stuff.
Okay. I've seen his art uncensored. A lot of it he's tracing. This is traced.
Whichever direction I want and keep you there until I say so.
Are you working on anything cool right now, or what do you got coming down the pipeline?
Well, coming down the pipeline, I've got an expanding portfolio through my online store, through Square. I have an e-commerce store right now where everything that you had this February at Great Lakes is...
Yeah, so Amanda Kiefer is an actual artist. I've seen her work in the chat, and she works professionally as a concept artist, and she says it's tracing. I trust her judgment.
Available there.
Okay, it was nice talking to you, Luke.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah. His shit, and
Nice
I've seen him
talking to you.
trace shit.
Yeah, Frazetta knows how to draw boobs. Frazetta's got the boobies on lock. Luke, no Frazetta. I'll tell you that much. Luke is more frittata than Frazetta.
Akuna frittata.
A tuna frittata. What a horrible taste.
Dude, I watched this. Many of you may have already seen this video because it had like 40, 50 million views. But it was just recommended to me today. It's really short, and I laughed for like 10 minutes straight. And the title says it all. It's Horse Kicks Tree, Farts on Dogs, then Runs Away. Here it is.
Beautiful.
This horse just comes out of nowhere, and the dog's like, oh shit. And it kicks this tree right over here. Whack! Like that. And then it comes back and farts on the dogs. Hold on.
Shadowfax! Make haste!
Oh my god. Oh god, I love that video.
We really should have an entire Drunken Peasants segment.
Oh god.
We should have an entire Drunken Peasants segment that's Animal Planet.
Oh
Just
god.
all these animal farting videos.
I want to watch it one more time. This horse is just like, ow, I'm coming through. Kick that tree. I'm glad it kicked the tree and not something that was alive. And then just farts on the dog.
That's Adam's spirit animal.
Oh, God. Oh, I love it. Oh, my God. That is amazing. Yeah, we do have some actual Mania promos before we start tonight's event.
Putting this fucking thing on. This is like a blooper reel. Oh my. How do you put this fucking thing?
You gotta unbuckle it first so you don't have to try and squeeze it up your dick.
So I remember watching Hulk Hogan do this with the belt, so I've never forgotten how to put on a wrestling belt. You put it on backwards and snap everything to the right size, and then you turn it around in front of you. That's how you do it.
Held up by my ass and dick right now.
But most of the people who have held the belts here can't even wear the belt around their waist. So there you go.
Oh yeah, I gotta make a promo. Hello everybody, it's your boy Big Diesel, and I'm gonna take this off because I'm not gonna lie, I love this belt, but wearing that bitch is like, it's made for somebody like huge.
No,
like,
you can do it
like
right.
Andre the Giant used to wear them bitches, rest in peace, if he ever needed fucking pants. But yes, it's actual Mania time, and it's a rap battle against Magicus versus Big D. What's happening? And I don't know if you know this, Magicus has been talking a very big game about his rap skills and being able to out-animate me.
Yeah. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage!
is whatever I want, I'm going to get! Yes, you could say I'm a little excited. You could say I'm bursting out with undying laughter and emotional uproar of happiness inside, like Luffy in By the way, Luffy and Gear 5th, fuck Twitter in their opinion. But Magicus, look at me. I want you to fucking bring it. I want you to use everything you have. So when you see my song, it's gonna make it even better when I completely crush you. See
wow, Magicus. Dude.
The old seeing eye right there. Aye, Captain.
Then we have Captain Kool-Aid's, who's going up for the #1 contendership of the Cringerweight title tonight. There's going to be the team of Jespro and the tag team champions Vermin Supreme versus Captain Kool-Aid's. And
yeah.
Let me see. Sorry. Captain Kool-Aid's the Necromancer and a new mystery partner, because originally Lowbrow's Jester was part of this and they had to drop out.
Oh.
So they have a mystery
LBJ
partner.
is out the picture.
Yeah, there's gonna, honestly, the reason I haven't announced the full card is because there's had to be quite a few replacements tonight. So,
ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a magical event. I don't even know how good it's going to be. That's how good this is.
Let me give you one little hint that might make you a little excited. Tonight, we're going to name the Queen of Actual Mania.
Ooh.
We're going to have a match to determine the Queen of Actual Mania.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. Link is pinned in the chat right there. If you click on that and you're not a patron, it'll take you to a place where you can sign up and watch the show. The link is already live. And we do this to keep the show going. So if you enjoy any of our streams, signing up would be very advisable. We could really use your support tonight. And we're doing another show coming up on Monday. So if you sign up now, you can get both of them.
Gladiator in the pleb chat makes a great point, even though it wasn't done via super chat. It says have an art match so Luke can win, and he will. Like we could do artist Luke versus artist Christine Weston Chandler, the mama's boy versus the papa's boy, the mama's girl versus the papa's boy. We'll have to put that one in the spank bank.
All right, so we've got about 13 more minutes. Please like the stream, and also the goal could be very helpful to go into our Saturday bonus show tomorrow at 40% or so. Agid, I'm looking at you. Agid, I'm looking at you. Agid, I'm staring at you. Agid, don't be a paper champion, sir.
Ooh. We're currently 1/3 of the way to the goal, which is very important that we meet it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Willy Wonka film yet?
No.
It's about to be a new classic.
No, it's not.
We've got Timothy Chalamet playing a young Willy Wonka. And Hugh Grant is playing an Oompa Loompa.
No, thank you.
Twin City says the new Wonka looks so bad. You are wrong.
No, you like every new movie.
I need you guys to check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourselves and look who made the movie the director of Paddington.
It's
and
not
Paddington
about Big
2.
Corn. You are bought and paid for by Hollywood. You endorse with flying colors all of the horrible shit that comes out of Hollywood. You bought a fucking movie pass so you can watch shitty movies 5, 6, 7 times in a row. We're on to you, Billy the Fridge. We know who you work for. We know who signs your checks.
Just like I called Barbie, the highest grossing movie.
You
of
see every
2023.
movie. You don't call anything when you see all of them and say they're all good.
I told everybody Barbie was going to be a must-see world-bending event. And what happened? It was. And now Willy Wonka is coming through by the director of Paddington. And I'm sorry, it's got an all-star cast. This movie is about to be
another Exhibit B. Billy is bought and paid for by Hollywood. We could be talking about anything, and Billy will always be like, "You ever heard about this new movie?" Out of nowhere, bought and paid. It's not a good set. No, oh yeah, you're gonna do your classic. Your jest. Yeah, we know, Billy. We know the playbook now. We know the playbook. We've seen it.
There's two things Ben does. He shills and he shits on me. I'm trying to bring content to this television
It's not
program.
content.
I am big Hollywood.
No, you're not.
I am content.
You're not.
I'm bringing the people back to the people.
That's a meaningless platitude. Thank you. Thank you,
bringing the
Billy,
people
for
back
being
to
the
the
Bill
people.
status quo. The Bill status quo has been met for this episode.
Ben,
Thank you,
the
Billy.
only person who talks about me more than me is you.
That is not true at all. No, 100%. Not at all.
I try and talk about big Hollywood movies, which, in case you don't know, people love them. I try and move on to other topics, and you always bring them back to me. That's a fact.
That's not true.
That's a hard lock fact.
That's not true at all. When you're not around, you don't get mentioned at all.
Me more on this podcast is you, and when I'm not around, you guys talk about.
This is all
me
nonsense.
I could go to look at the last 12 episodes of me not around, and you'll see the whole episode.
Billy.
People, where's Billy? Billy's here. Billy's dead the whole way through. Look at these donos coming in. Coming in. This is what happened. All because I decided to talk about movies. And look what happened.
Billy's one of the few people
brilliant
where the word I is a 2-syllable letter. He says I.
Ben
like
Saltines is gonna raise Billy's sodium levels.
Hey.
Says Kavis. Random guy 2324 says Ben.
I'm gonna
versus
play
Billy,
your
movie
promo,
critic
Kool-Aid's.
match for
Billy's
Actual
upstaging
Mania.
you
Let's go.
yet again. He's talking about movies. He loves movies so much.
Oh, the only time Ben will talk about Kool-Aids is when he wants to move on from talking to me. You fear Kool-Aids, Ben.
Yar, Kool-Aidaholics, Actual Mania, and DP Universe. It is I, Captain Kool-Aids, and I've got a bit of a conundrum right now. That
I don't
need to
like
share with
movies.
you guys, because I'm a bit scared, honestly. I got a package recently at my door.
Big corn is good.
As you can see right
Big
here.
corn is great.
To Kool-Aids.
Corn provides.
But then,
big corn.
I read the other side, and it gave me a chill.
Corn.
Thank you, your mom.
Yar, Kool-Aidaholics, Actual Mania, and DP Universe. It is I, Captain Kool-Aids, and I've got a bit of a conundrum right now that I need to share with you guys because I'm a bit scared, honestly. I got a package recently at my door, as you can see right here, to Kool-Aids. But then, I read the other side, and it gave me a chill because you can guess who it might be from.
Whoa.
That's right, the CIA. So I know it can't be nothing good. So if it's Anthrax or Double AIDS or...
Double AIDS.
The Blood on the Dance Floor album playing automatically. I want you to be there to witness that so that I can't be accused of suicide and we know it's murder. Alright? I'm nervous to open this thing up. Oh no. No. It's Jester's face. They killed him again. No. How are we gonna get an Actual Mania video in for our trios match? We don't have time for Necromancer to revive him again on time. Oh no. I'm gonna have to ask Tree Bob for help again, aren't I?
There you have it. And next month's Actual Mania is going to have to be it's going to be insane. And I'm going to have to like go through it with a fine-toothed comb for an entire month to make sure it goes nice and smoothly.
Sounds
Egghead,
like going down on a Yeti.
Egghead, I know you're not my savior, but I'm definitely yours. All right, Egghead, you know this. I'm the reason you're champ. You can thank me later, and you can thank me with a donation. We'll get there eventually, Egghead. You know it's true. I have to tell Egghead not to engage with the trolls, and he still can't do it. He still can't stop himself. And then I have to tell him all the time, don't engage, Egghead, don't engage, Egghead, don't engage. And he still does. Egghead, please, sir. I can be your hero,
Tonight's
baby.
Actual Mania is chock full of competition. I can't wait to see this three-way.
Okay, ass
It's 3-on-3. Okay, ass butt.
Ass
Can't wait to
butt?
see this 3-on-3. I can't wait to see the king of games. Can't wait to see who the queen of Actual Mania may be. Gordon Dave thinks the luchador could be working for the CIA, and that's why he hides his face.
Well, he has AIDS, right?
Aaron Henderson says, well, I don't know. The luchador doesn't have AIDS, does he?
Yes, he does. He was given it by Captain Kool-Aid's.
I didn't hear
They
about
both
that.
wear masks.
Ben, are you going to go out and see the new movie Planet of the Boglums?
Nope. That's not a movie.
You don't know that. Julia Raul brought them up in the chat just now.
Julia
the Planet
Raul?
of the Boglums.
So, like the person who has
Yeah.
the reverse name of the actor that played Gomez Addams in the 90s Addams Family movies, and M. Bison in the 90s Street Fighter movies.
I think both actors that played Gomez live action were Boglums too.
Well, there was a new one too in Wednesday. If you watched Wednesday, there was like
also a Boglum, yeah.
He's way more Boglum than the other two.
Raul Julia, John Austin, and why I cannot remember my guy's name right now. He looks like the guy that was in the picture with Sturgis in Sturgis's old fair clip when Sturgis was the doops. He was in the movie Waiting. What's his name? Why can't I remember his name? He plays Gomez in the new Wednesday show. What the fuck is why is nobody?
He's a
dropping his
comedian,
name
right?
in
He's
yet?
like a little Hispanic guy.
He's an actor. He's done a ton of stuff. He's a comedy actor.
John
a lot, but yeah.
Astin is. Do you know who his kid is?
Sean Astin's father.
Do you know who John Astin's kid is?
Sean Astin, yeah.
Yeah. And do you know who?
Everybody knows that.
No.
Luis Guzman, thank you.
And he was married to Patty Duke, which is unbelievable.
Yes.
If you know Patty Duke.
Luis Guzman, thank you guys. All actors who played Gomez live action are part Boglum. Ben, what do you say to people who think that you're in the back in my day phase of life?
Back in my day, you would have been wrong.
Do you think that if you were Luke's dad, you would chicken hawk around him as much as his dad
I'd
does?
give him an even worse haircut.
I wonder what his dad looks like.
Like a fat, frumpy Polish guy.
Do you know that, or are you just assuming?
No, I
by
don't
his
know
actions?
that. I'm just
okay. I didn't know he'd ever been on camera.
I
with
know
him.
he's like probably in his 70s. And, I know what his son looks like, so I can probably guess a little bit at least, like, generally what he looks like, right? Unless he adopted him.
You think that's why his son is so ridiculously autistic? Because he was born to old cum?
No, I don't agree with that theory. There's plenty of people that were born of older parents that are fine, so I don't...
Planning on having kids one day, and I'm worried about my old cum not giving them the nutrients they need to grow up and not be fucking terrible artists.
Well, here's the thing. You make new cum. Like, your cum, when you cum, isn't old, it's new. Just because you're old doesn't mean your cum is old. That's why men can still conceive children into their later years, because they keep making new cum. It's not old.
I've been working on the new generation of cum, like this type of stuff you see these kids on TikTok having. I want that type of cum. So I've been studying how to make young TikTok viral cum.
I hate TikTok.
I think I can do it. Well, yeah, back in your day there wasn't TikTok.
Back in your day there was. Dude, I'm not that much older than you. Like, I just don't like TikTok. I think TikTok is stupid. Like,
back in my day,
just because the kids are into, I think it's even more lame when you're old to be like, oh, the kids are into this, so I should like it. Like, I don't subscribe to that.
Yeah, because it's weird when you're old and you're saying things like no cap. Because like,
oh no,
the
I would not say no cap.
The youngsters look at you, and when you say no cap, they're like, oh no, cap. I've learned that. That's why I don't say no cap that often. Because the youngsters would look at me, and even if it wasn't cap, they wouldn't be able to take my word on it. They'd be like, no.
I have never said that phrase in regular speech unless I'm addressing that someone said it. No. Anyone out there who likes TikTok, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you. Like, you can like what you like. It's just not for me. And I think it's also weird that it's owned by the Chinese government. And a lot of people have it on their phones. And I do kind of think that's weird. That we're making
China.
It's not just fear, though. Like, they look at the permissions it gets on your phone when you download it. And there's no such thing as a private business in China. Every business is regulated to the fullest extent by the government there.
China. RTRT says, what does no cap mean? No cap means no lie. It's no lie.
Okay.
No lie. All cap means you're full of it. You're full of ish. Ish means shit.
Ishmael? Call me Ishmael. The first line of the book
shit.
Moby Dick. We can all remember that, right? So
I would assume most people back in our day would know that reference, yeah.
It was written like 100 years before you and me were born. So
yeah, but we grew up in an era
in a time where people learn things. Now they watch stupid 15, 30-second videos, and it's just like hot chicks dancing, and it's like whatever.
People learn more than we do. People today learn more than we do. They just learn it from MatPat and then all the soccer moms who regurgitate what they remembered via TikTok for views. Like, kids still learn what we learned. They just have to learn it in 15-second clips from the soccer mom that's like, did you know that Mark Twain, the writer of the character N-word Jim, was originally known as Samuel Longhorns Adams? And then it's like, isn't that popular? And then like it goes viral.
Everyone out there, if you've noticed that TikTok has hurt your attention span, get away from it. Read a fucking book. Like, you can still use TikTok, but read a fucking book and expand your attention span instead. Like, do something that actually requires focus.
As much as Ben says that, it might be antiquated at this point. We might actually be less effective in the future because we weren't given this almost ADD level of short attention span, receptive to information. Like, the future is going to be people who pick up information in short intervals, and we're going to be like turtles. And the turtle does beat the hare.
I'm not even going to begin to argue with you about this. You're so fucking wrong. It's unbelievable.
You can't.
Oh, I could.
You can't argue with it.
Oh, well, I can't because you're fucking insane, and it's impossible to like have a real conversation with you. So yeah. That's why.
I mean, is it that insane to say that our generation, the future generations,
do you want your airline pilot?
We do?
Do you want your airline pilot to have a short attention span? Do you want your Uber driver to have a short attention
I gotta
span?
tell you, man. I gotta tell you, they're not going to exist in 20 years. Like you're looking at this from back in your day.
What?
Yeah, but airline pilots and Uber drivers aren't.
We'll see. 20 years, I think, is where you're shooting it a little short.
20
all I'm
years.
Saying is we don't even have it. We don't even have the beginnings of it, really. Like
all I'm saying is the future might be a TikTok brain future. You might be calling people to read books and they might not. You know, there's an app right now that will condense any book you want into a 15-minute intake, and you'll be able to take the book in 15 minutes through the app.
Nissia is saying the flight is automatic. It's automatic, but it has to be manned by someone, and the landing is not automatic. That is manual. The landing is
as long as they can land in 15 seconds, then TikTok can still land.
They don't land. No. The landing takes like 20 minutes because you have to get from your cruising altitude. Okay, Billy, that's fine. Anyway, we're gonna do actual
That might be why
now.
TikTok videos are getting longer than they were before.
Oh, okay.
So that people can still land airplanes.
You're hilarious. All right, we're moving on to Actual Mania 47. We're going to do that now. Here we go, everybody.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.